Let's get you the 5 big updates you really need to know on the investigation. What's transpired in the last 24 hours? What have agencies revealed? First, that a low-grade explosive was used. NSG sources have confirmed this. Whatever material is left of the bomb, of the IED device, it's been taken in right now for further investigation. Besides that, what they've also confirmed is that this was seemingly made at home. And the reason they say that is a toy car remote, mobile phone parts, a firecracker explosive. All of this was used to make 3 IEDs, which were planted in different parts of the convention center. Now, the accused reportedly, Dominic Martin, has confessed in custody that he made these bombs in his ancestral home in Alava. But that's something that agencies are yet to corroborate, because he's made several statements in his confession, all of which needs to be also backed up with concrete evidence. Now, what he's also said is that his in-laws, his mother-in-law and his sister-in-law, were actually in the same convention center where the blasts took place. But he's reportedly told officials that he planted the bombs in such a way that none of his loved ones or family members were affected. Remember that the death toll now has reached 3, and that's because, unfortunately, a 12-year-old girl who was in a critical condition yesterday with 80 to 90% burn injuries has tragically succumbed as well, taking the death toll now to 3. There are nearly 50 people who've been injured as a result of this blast. Shilpa Nair is joining us with more details on this. Shilpa, good evening. There have been a lot of attempts, of course, to communalize this particular case, but that's very clear. While the investigation is still on, so far the motive attributed to this crime was that Dominic Martin, someone who was a member of the Jehovah's Witnesses, wanted to teach them a lesson over some of the preachings that they had.
Well, absolutely, yes, Akshita. In fact, after the explosion took place, the first briefing on this, explosion by the DGP, the one pertinent point that he said is that we are going to continuously monitor social media networks, social media sites. If anyone is seen to be posting, anything that's communally sensitive, spreading communal hatred, then strict action would be taken. The Chief Minister too had reiterated that, and the opposition leaders here as well, several Congress leaders, all of them, unitedly said that this is not the time to this is not the time to politicize this entire issue, but to stand together and make sure that the atmosphere is not vitiated. So that is something that Kerala has stood very, very firm on, that let there be no room for any sort of communalism or communal hatred to be spread in the name of this explosion that has taken place. And as far as the investigation into the case is concerned, the entire investigation is now centered around a man named Dominic Martin. He is someone who surrendered at the Kodagara police station yesterday. This is in the Thrissur district. He had surrendered himself before the police, saying that I take full responsibility of the blast. I was behind these blasts. Now, since then, the police have been thoroughly interrogating this man. He's been brought to Kalamassery. He's at the AR camp, the police camp here in Kalamassery, and throughout the day, top brass of the Kerala police have been interrogating him, checking every claim that he's made. And now what we're given to understand from our police sources is that this man has in fact given key evidences to the police. There were mobile clips that he has shared. There are some bills that he has shared with the police. So he has come fully prepared to give all the evidences. In a short while from now, we're expecting an update from the police department regarding the arrest of Dominic Martin. He has not been officially arrested as of now. He is only in the custody of the Kerala police. So an update on the arrest is expected very, very soon. The Kerala police, of course, had registered an FIR in this case. They had invoked sections of UAPA and Explosive Substances Act, amongst other sections. But very interestingly, Dominic Martin, he had put out a Facebook video just before.
Let's talk about that. I'll tell our viewers about it. Shilpa, just stay with me.